I paid for my brother's wedding. Then he banned me from it. I spent $32,000 helping my younger brother plan the wedding of his dreams. I paid for the venue. I paid for the catering. I even helped cover their honeymoon. Then, 3 days before the wedding, I got a text that changed everything. You're no longer welcome to attend. I thought it was a joke. It wasn't. And what happened next destroyed our family forever. My name is Ryan, and for most of my life, I was the responsible one. When our dad passed away, I was only 24, but I basically became a second parent to my younger brother, Jake. I helped him with college. I paid some of his rent when he was struggling. Whenever he needed help, I was there. So when Jake got engaged to his girlfriend, Emma, I was genuinely happy for him. They wanted a big wedding, but didn't have enough money. I had recently sold my business and was doing well financially. I told them I'd help. At first it was a few $1,000s, then a few more. Then suddenly, I had paid for almost half the wedding. Every time I tried to slow down, they would tell me how grateful they were. I believed them. 3 days before the wedding, I received a message from Emma. It simply said, after discussing it with family, we've decided it's best if you don't attend the wedding. I stared at my phone for almost 5 minutes. I called Jake immediately. No answer. I called again. Nothing. Finally, he texted back. Please respect our decision. That's it. No explanation. No apology. Nothing. I drove to his apartment that night. When he opened the door, I demanded to know what was happening. His face turned pale. Then Emma appeared behind him. She told me that several members of her family were uncomfortable because I was single and too involved in the wedding. I actually laughed because I thought she was kidding. She wasn't. They had decided that I would draw attention away from the couple. The guy who paid for half the wedding wasn't allowed to attend it. I was furious. But then I remembered something important. Almost every payment had been made directly through my accounts. The venue, the caterer, the decorations, the transportation. The next morning I started making phone calls. I wasn't asking for refunds. I was simply canceling the services that were under my name. Within hours, thousands of dollars worth of bookings disappeared. The venue was gone. The catering was gone. The luxury transportation was gone. Legally, everything belonged to the person who paid for it. Me. That evening, my phone exploded. Jake was calling nonstop. Emma was screaming through voice messages. Her parents accused me of ruining the wedding. I finally answered one call. I asked a simple question. If I'm not family enough to attend, why am I family enough to pay? Nobody had an answer. The wedding didn't happen that weekend. It was postponed for months. Jake and Emma eventually had a much smaller ceremony they paid for themselves. The real twist came a year later. Jake showed up at my house alone. Emma had left him. According to Jake, she had been controlling him for years and convinced him to cut off people who cared about him. He apologized. For the first time, he admitted how badly he had treated me. I accepted the apology, but things never returned to the way they were. Trust doesn't magically come back. Once someone shows you exactly how much they value you, it's hard to forget. So tell me, if you paid $32,000 for your sibling's wedding and they banned you from attending, would you have canceled everything, or would you have let the wedding happen? Comment your answer below.